As you look through the 45 presidents that we've had, who's in the upper pantheon of those, and why?
Lincoln you have to put there, because without Lincoln there is no country. I honestly, for all of his problems, think that Jackson fundamentally changed the nature of the democratic experiment. Before him, all power was concentrated in a few hands, and after him, the suffrage was moving. I think Jack Kennedy, if you save us from Armageddon, you get in there, right? It's kind of a basic thing. I would do a combination of President Reagan and the senior President Bush. I think we were incredibly lucky those 12 years to have those two people. We were able to come through that prolonged crisis whole and victorious, I think because of the two of them.
When I matriculated in the Republican Party, there were some standard things that most Republicans believed in. Political parties in this country every 50 years or so transform. Remember, Republicans in the 1960s were pro-civil rights. The Democratic Party of the South was against the civil rights movement. So things change over time, and I think what's happening now is we're in the middle of the change, and it's hard to see where we're going to come out the other side.
Harry Truman once said that he worried that someday the parties would become all one thing or all the other. And he predicted in the late 1950s that if we ever get a conservative party and a liberal party, we will not have a happy experience because we will have an existential choice every time.
Give us a Jefferson anecdote to close the evening.
Well, here's a glimpse behind the curtain. Just leave you this. The most interesting thing I've done in writing these books was I spent the night in Jefferson's bedroom. And I wanted to do it because he always claimed that the sun never caught him in bed. And I woke up in the room in Monticello on the floor, but I realized at sunrise that Jefferson, who left nothing like this to chance, had designed the house so that the first place the sun hit was his bedroom. Later that day, I walked down to his grave at sunset. And guess what? The last place on the mountain where the sun shines is on his grave. And I think none of that's accidental.
Ladies and gentlemen, Jon Meacham, please give him a round of applause.